Hello everyone, this is Amber from Altenew. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how you can layer the images from Sunflower Daisy stamp set. This set offers 2 beautifully layered blooms and 1 leaf cluster. Make sure to refer to the layering guide on the back of the stamp packaging when you receive your stamp set. This will be a great guide for your layering techniques. We'll start with the first largest flower. So we'll be lining up the bottom edge and the inside top of the flower. I'm going to be stamping the first layer in Sunray, and I'll orient the bloom the way that it's oriented on the stamp layering guide. This will make it easier as we're matching up the layers. My second layer is going to be in Chamomile ink. And again, we're lining up the bottom edge of the bloom and the inside top right of the bloom. Next, I'll do Marigold, lining up the same things. This stamp set is very forgiving, so if you don't get it perfectly lined up, it's not going to be noticeable. For the last layer, I'm going to use Espresso to get more contrast into the bloom, lining up the same areas. For the second bloom has 2 layers for the petals. I'm going to stamp it in the same Sunray color for the base. For the second layer, I'll move on to Marigold. And I'm going to line up the center, the top left, and the bottom right. I'll do both centers at the same time, and this large one has a little piece that sticks out to the bottom left, and that snugs into the bloom just perfectly. For the smaller bloom, there's a more narrow end on the right there, so it's very easy to line these up. I've done the first layer in Rocky Shores, and the second layer is in Mocha, again lining up that little part that sticks out, and the narrow end for the second layer. For the third layer is Espresso, and this time I'm lining up the highlight area that was created with the second layer on both of these centers. So you can see the highlight there. I'm lining it up with the previous highlight from the second layer, and I'll show you that on the layering guide as well. For both of the centers. Moving on to the leaves, I'll do the first layer in Parrot. The second layer is going to be in Olive, and I'm lining up the outer edge of the stamp with the base layer. And the third layer will be in Moss, and I'm lining up the tips of this stamp with the 2 previous layers. The rest of the images are silhouette leaves and sentiments, and that's how you stamp the layering images from Sunflower Daisy. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please contact support@altenew.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.